Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Drunken Lions fan here. It's been a long time, but I'm back. The season is over. We definitely did not make the playoffs. We all know that by now because we're in the second day of the divisional round. But I'll get more into that later. So I've been on a little hiatus. Life happens. This is a crazy year, and the Lions just sucked. And so I just decided to take a little break and see what happens the rest of the way. But yeah, I'm back and I'm going to cover the season, not go over every game or even any game really for that matter. But I'm just going to say, I'm happy that Patricia's out of there and we have moved on from that. We're long gone past that. I don't even want to speak his name anymore. Get that guy out of my mouth. Get him out of my mind. You're done. Be gone. But yeah. We've hired a new GM. Cheers to that. Boom. And so Brad Holmes from the Los Angeles Rams. He was the college scout there, and I think he's done a great job over the years. I don't know much about him, but I'm not going to trash him. I'm just going to see what he's got and give him a chance. And hopefully it turns out for the best. I think a lot of us Lions fans need to think that way. A lot of us get, a little riled up for no reason when we won't even really know what's going on. But yeah, let's move on. And I'm one of them. I don't know shit. I'm just out here, rambling on like the rest of you just to get this off my chest. I use it maybe as therapy. Who knows? But yeah, anyways. We're in the coaching search right now, and some people think it's pretty much all but over. Fox Jay Glazer yesterday said before the game that we are going to hire Dan Campbell as our next head coach. And a lot of people don't really know how to feel about that. Some people, we got a lot of negative reactions because he hasn't been a head coach for a whole season. He was an interim head coach though down in Miami, and I think he did a pretty good job while he was there. And because he wasn't expecting to be the head coach, and a lot of the players have a lot of good things to say about him. So I think that's good right there. I don't really know what to think. I'm just gonna give him a chance, and same with Brad Holmes. Hope it works for the best, but there's still some speculation out there, and I hope we give a couple other interviews, or at least one other interview to the Staley guy in Los Angeles. Although I really don't like the idea of pairing up two buddies again, like with the Quintricia era. Holmes and Staley wouldn't be. It might be similar, a defensive coordinator with a former team's, scout. And so maybe let's just move on from that, and I'll stick with Dan Campbell. A lot of people wanted Eric Bieniemy. He's still in the cards, honestly, but they're saying Campbell's our guy. So and with that being said, I think that Darrell Bevel, he was a real candidate this year too, and I think he deserved an interview. I think he did great with the team. Not great, but he did good with them down the stretch, and really just had a crap defense to work with. He put up a lot of numbers on offense though. Those last 5 games he had him, besides that Tampa game, but he wasn't even there. Stafford didn't really play, so yeah, I mean, what can you do with that game? That game was a shit show, and I had to take a drink because of it. But so let's just and there's a lot of rumors about Marvin Lewis. I'll speak on that real quick. I honestly wouldn't have minded having Marvin Lewis. He's an experienced coach. Yeah, he went 0-7 in the playoffs, but I mean, he was in a tough division every single year with the Steelers, the Ravens, and he won that division 4 times. He won it 4 times. I believe it was 4 times. And that's saying more than we have. We haven't won the division. We haven't won the division in a long ass time. It's been way too long. I don't even want to speak on it, and I'm not even going to try to remember the year. I know it was early 90s, but you know what? Screw that. I don't want to think about it. Anyways, moving on from that bullshit. Yeah, Marvin Lewis, I don't think would have been a bad hire. Maybe we hire him as the defensive coordinator, and Darrell Bevel as the offensive coordinator. I know with Dan Campbell, they said they were kind of looking more for him as a leader type, and kind of, just to get the locker room behind him, kind of fire up the guys and lead in the right direction. And maybe have the coordinators have 100%, the offensive coordinator having 100% of the offense, and the defensive coordinator having 100% of the defense. So that's, I wouldn't be upset with that either. But yeah, let's move on and let's address some off-season needs. And I'm not going to get too much into this because I'm going to be covering this as it goes. And with free agency, I think we definitely, free agency and the draft, we got to address that defense. I see a lot of guys leaving, probably, and I see, a lot of new guys coming in the building, whether it be through the draft, free agency, or both. But we need to fix that defense ASAP. And I think if we do that, I think that we actually have a legitimate shot at contending quicker than a lot of people think. If we keep Stafford, that is. And I think that we should keep Stafford, at least for another few years. And if we draft a quarterback, then we groom him, because I think he proved over the last few games that with a full on offense from Darrell Bevel, who may or may not be there, but if you unleash Stafford, and don't do the run pass type shit, then he's gonna be good, and he put up some great numbers. But yeah, we know that Kenny Golladay is in a weird spot, and Marvin Jones is probably not coming back next year, according to some, little hints he's throwing out there. But that's unfortunate. Marvin balled out that last game, and the last few games actually. And when Kenny was out, Marvin really stepped it up this year, as he has in the past. But if he's going to be gone, if he's going to be too much money, there's a free agent out there who might be a lot of money too. But I think we need to pick him up, and that is Allen Robinson from the Chicago Bears. He's a Detroit native. So, and he's even in his Twitter, he's got Detroit versus everybody up there. So that is something that, I think would be a good fit. I think he'd come in, he'd be at home, he would play in front of his family and friends, and I think he'd really ball out. And if we had Stafford, it would work out great. And then, I'll get into a little bit of draft talk. Not going to get too much into it because I'll be covering that when it comes. But, I think we need to draft, if he's there at 7, Devonta Smith from Alabama. And there you go. Allen Robinson, Devonta Smith, Quintez Cephas. We're set. Rest his defense. There we go. Let's go. Or, if we want to fix a little bit of that right side of the offensive line too, I wouldn't mind. Left side's good, solid, but it seems like that right side we have a little bit of trouble with. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to be covering the draft and free agency throughout the year. And this is a short episode. Any breaking news that happens, I'll stay up to date, and I'll be posting more. But next season, I'm going to stay fully committed. Go the full 16 or 17 games if we have them now. They're talking about that, and hopefully more into the playoffs. With that being said, I am taking interviews and looking for a dedicated and die-hard co-host who has some knowledge and isn't just spewing out a bunch of stuff. They keep up on the Twitter and the ESPN and stuff. They're not just going blindly. I don't know shit, but I do try to keep up. So if there's a diehard out there like me, reach out. Let's do this thing, and yeah. So with that, we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna end this episode with some predictions through the playoffs. I know we're in the second day and the second week of the divisional round, but I'm gonna have a little fun with it here, and we're gonna start off with today's games. We got Tampa Bay versus the Saints, and I'm just gonna go off of who I want to win, not necessarily because I like the players or anything, but I want Tampa Bay to win just because If the Saints lose, that means we go and we get our guy Campbell for a fact, and then we know it's done. At the same time, I don't really like I don't want to see Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl again. So man, that's tough. And if Dan Campbell's our guy, no matter what, I'm gonna stick with it. Tampa Bay today. And then on the other side, we got the Browns versus Chiefs. I want the Browns to win, but the Chiefs are probably gonna win, so I'm going with Chiefs. And then we'll go right into the next picks as well. Green Bay versus Tampa Bay. I cannot stand Aaron Rodgers. I gotta go with Tampa Bay beating Green Bay, and we will cheers to that, even though it might not be true. But I just drank that weird because I was trying to turn that around. Anyways, Kansas City versus the Bills. I'm gonna go with Bills Mafia on this one. I'm just feeling it. I think they're gonna go there. I think they're gonna take out Kansas City. Josh Allen's gonna prove to Patrick Mahomes, hey man, it's my year. I got the sauce. I got the juice. Hand it over. You can have it back next year because we all know you're really better than me. But I just need my Super Bowl now because it's our year. Yeah, I just think it's the Bills' year. That being said, Bills versus Tampa. I'm going Bills Mafia, baby. Bills winning the Super Bowl this year. Let's go. They're going to give Lions fans hope that we can turn it around quick and we can do it too. And with that being said, I've said that so many times. So yeah, Bills Mafia, like I said, Super Bowl champs. And I'm going to do a little giveaway. I try to do this on the last ones, but nobody's really responding. So we'll see if we get it this time. But I have a Kenny Galladay card right here. Let's put it over here. And it is a 2020 card. Show you the back. It's already sleeved up. That's a Kenny Galladay. And all you got to do is just go to my Twitter, follow on YouTube, and share this on either platform, and you're entered in the drawing. But like I said, looking for a co-host to bounce some ideas off on this, and like I said, gotta be a diehard, gotta kind of know what you're talking about, and let's do this thing. Until next time, guys, peace.